Have you ever been talking to someone in your life, sharing your soul, spilling your guts, talking about something deep and meaningful, and they say something like, "Oh, it'll all work itself out," or "Don't worry about it," or "Don't be so negative," or my least favorite, "Just think happy thoughts." This phenomenon is called toxic positivity. So there are actually two different kinds of toxic positivity. The first kind is with others. This is when you encourage people to only see the bright side. You don't let them talk, feel, or express anything bad or negative because you're afraid of that bad or negative. And so you impose your happy thoughts or dismiss any of their real concerns. The second type of toxic positivity happens with yourself. This is when you portray yourself as happy when you're actually not that happy, or you ignore anything negative or even realistic and just stay in your happy or tunneled bubble. Positivity becomes toxic when you're inauthentic, when you're blocking emotions or running from vulnerability. So being positive isn't the problem. It's positivity in the face of truth or reality. And it can also really undermine our relationships. Here's the thing, toxic positivity doesn't usually come from a bad place. Usually it comes from someone who really wants to be positive, but they run out of things to say or they don't know how to show empathy. For example, just the other day I was talking to a friend, let's call her Schlorin, just to disguise her name, and I was telling her something that I was really stressed about. And I was saying, I'm so stressed. I'm so overwhelmed. I really miss being with people and I'm really scared for the future. In her mind, she truly wanted to help me, but she didn't know what to say to make me feel better. And so she said, "I'm sure it'll all work out. You always work things out." I think what she meant was she has faith in me that I'll figure it out and eventually it will. But the problem is it immediately dismissed my actual feelings. So here's what I want to do in this video. First, I want to make you aware of this concept that you might be showing toxic positivity without realizing it. And second, I'm going to replace some toxic positive phrases with phrases that actually work. Here they are. Instead of saying, "It'll all be fine," say, "How can I help you?" Instead of saying, "You should smile more," say, "Is everything okay?" Instead of saying, "Don't worry about it," say, "What can I do to make it less stressful for you?" Instead of saying, "It could be worse," say, "This is tough. Can I do anything?" Instead of saying, "Don't be so negative," say, "It must be hard. Tell me about it." Instead of saying, "Always look on the bright side," say, "It's so hard to see the good in this situation, but we'll make sense of it when we can." Instead of saying, "Everything happens for a reason," say, "Do you want to talk about it?" Instead of saying, "Think happy thoughts," say, "I know things can get really tough. I'm here for you." The sentiment in this last one is the most important. I'm here for you. I think that toxic positivity doesn't come from a bad place. In fact, it comes when we don't know how to be there for someone. And so we issue these meaningless sort of giveaway assumptions like everything will be fine. But emotions are messy and they're complicated. And that's okay. I think that true relationships, true vulnerability happens when we're willing to be there for someone despite the negative emotions. It's that bad weather friend. So a fair weather friend is someone who's only there in the good times. A bad weather friend is able to withstand the storm with you. So the question is, instead of having that toxic positivity, can you be in the muck with someone? Can you help them explore their real emotions? Can you be okay with not knowing or the negative? When you do this, you develop really deep, incredible relationships and you learn more about yourself and them.
Are you living up to your full potential? Do you want more? I would love to help you. Get started with my free training and learn more about People School today. Visit scienceofpeople.com/pschool.
Had you ever heard of toxic positivity before? Tell me in the comments if you have or haven't. Tell me if you've been accidentally toxically positive. And if you wouldn't mind, please give this video a like, subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you so much for watching.